Janusz Michallik is joining me. We're looking at some La Liga action that we've seen tonight. Barcelona, Janusz, the struggles continue. They really seem to be enjoying time on the struggle bus this season. No Lionel Messi tonight. That probably could explain why they had to settle for a 1-1 draw with Eibar. Ousmane Dembele coming on and I suppose saving the day, even though he was only able to help them rescue a point in this one. If you look at the stats, though, Janusz, it looks like Barcelona was doing what Barcelona does, and that's hog the possession, getting the shots as well. So why couldn't they break Eibar down?
There's always two truths or two sides of each story, aren't they? Right? I mean, on one hand, I could begin as if you saw it, I mean, it was a penalty that Martin Braithwaite missed at 0-0 early in the game, went to VAR. I thought the decision was quite correct. It's been controversial to some, but I thought it was the right decision. And Martin Braithwaite, I mean, my goodness, it's a bad penalty. Missed the goal. It wasn't really close. It should have been in the back of the net, or at least you make a goalkeeper make the save. So, that's one. Braithwaite also had a very, very tight decision, which was a great build-up, the Barcelona-esque type of build-up where he scored a goal and was just inches offside as well. As we all know, in games like these early, when you take advantage of that, probably the game goes a different way. But that's not how the game works very often. But if you're Barcelona, you're facing Eibar, who, it's a very modest team who's had some success against big teams in La Liga this season. If you look at Sevilla, Valencia, Real Sociedad draw, the first two wins, and even against Real Madrid, they look decent. You still think that Barcelona has enough, Alexis, to win that game, right? But it was, to me, incredible. Once again, Barcelona played with 3 in the back, 3-5-2, which doesn't suit so many players, and it's not Barcelona way of playing. 4-3-3, it should be. They sort of went to that in the second half, and they found an equalizer because the substitutes brought in life and some pace into it. Ousmane Dembele, who scored a goal, I thought he freshened things up coming in for Serginho Dest and Coutinho as well, but Coutinho unfortunately went off and it doesn't look good. So he was involved in the goal and set up a couple other interesting situations for Barcelona. But again, look, it's not appointment television Barcelona anymore. Leo Messi in the stands looking at that. If he needs pushing one way or the other, he must have been looking at that and saying, this is not happening anytime soon with me or without me. The only real positive for me was Pedri, the 18-year-old, outstanding again.
Well, that's what I was going to say, because obviously in recent times, we've been having a lot more talks of what Barcelona could possibly look like without Lionel Messi. Now the rumors are starting to fly yet again, given his contract and as well as the fact that he's stated that he wouldn't mind playing in the States. Now, we know we can't replace Lionel Messi ever because this man is literally God's gift to football. But how worried are Barcelona now that they probably don't have anyone to at least I want to say fill the boots or at least carry a torch to prevent some of the struggles that we're seeing going forward?
Well, I mean, Pedri is one. I mean, Pedri is the sort of, is that enough? And is it fair for us to even talk about an 18-year-old that's going to be, that's going to have to do it with or without Messi? I mean, it's going to be a lot easier with Messi, of course, because these two do have chemistry. Class recognizes class. And, if you look at Pedri, and again, I hope not, people don't go crazy when they see this. And, he does have the ability and vision of Xavi. He knows how to protect the ball. He's got the timing of when to release the ball. His passing is very good. His vision is the sort that he doesn't have to look. He just senses where players are and how to do it. So I think when you look at him right now and how good he's been, yeah, you can look at Pedri and say, wow, that's a proper Barcelona player, a youngster, that we can look forward to. But, you're going to need 2, 3, 4, 5 players that will be on the same page where they kind of can sense it, that they have a gem behind that will find them. So they're a long way away from that. With Messi, of course, that would make a little bit easier. But I think we all know that there's a massive, massive question mark with him. And you almost really, if you Barcelona, you have to look past that in a way. If he stays, it's great, but you have to say to yourself, well, how do we now build this team without Leo Messi?
Well, it's getting to the end of 2020, looking ahead to 2021 now. We know that Ronald Koeman realizes that he's got a serious task on his hands right now. There's also the matter of the January transfer window coming up. What's he wishing for 2021 for Barcelona?
Well, I think, look, the demise of Barcelona is greatly exaggerated for as long as Leo Messi is in that team. This is how I feel. What that means, I don't think that Barcelona are going to be winning everything, but and in particular, maybe Champions League is going to be difficult. But I think let's just assume that Leo Messi may be leaving. I think if he was, he'd like to leave on a good note, wouldn't he? Right? And winning back La Liga is important. We forget very often how important it is to Barcelona, Real Madrid, players and teams to get one over the other, right? I mean, some will make a case that it's more important than Champions League, right? Real Madrid will, of course, say, well, we wanted 3 back to back to back. And, we all know that it's a massive, massive trophy, and Leo wants it more than anything else, maybe. But I think he would, if he was to leave, again, if he was to leave, would want to finish, ahead of not just Real Madrid, but Atleti right now, who are doing tremendously well. So it's not just between Barcelona and Real Madrid, but Atleti are in their Sociedad. So I think the key here is to make sure that they win the La Liga first and foremost, because Champions League is big funny, right? I mean, you have more to say when you're playing games week in and week out, Alexis.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.